We
Hello.
good? We
Yeah,
live?
we are
What's going
live.
on, boys? Boys and girls?
Welcome to the Jake and Josh podcast, episode
Yes.
4, season 2, episode
Mm-hmm.
4. Um,
And yeah, last week was a pretty big success.
no, absolutely, it was peak viewership, which is something
Viewership.
we strive for. So we had quite a few viewers, and then on top of that, we were able to kind of get to affiliate status on Twitch, which is a
Hey,
really cool thing. So
there
you
we go. Yeah.
see that subscribe button. Consider tossing a Twitch Prime over this way.
Mm-hmm. First
Um,
person to sub through Twitch Prime gets to be a guest on this season of the podcast. So,
yeah, and Tristan, we're really hoping to get you on there, and it's great to have you and your mom listening.
oh
Um,
hey, what's going on? You got
oh,
that dual audio again, Josh.
thank you. Um,
Good catch.
I think that fixes it, and hopefully we are sounding crisp once again. Um,
Yeah.
so kind of to start stuff off today, I thought we should dive into current events as we haven't really had a chance to touch on that since we've been really busy with guests the past few weeks and kind of
Mm-hmm.
a full viewing schedule. While today is probably going to be on the shorter side, and we have a little bit more time to kind of dance around some topics. So
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I guess we should start kind of on start political, shall we?
Okay. Sure.
Democratic election just begun,
Mm-hmm.
the voting process.
Yeah.
Thoughts, comments?
Um, there's a lot to talk about. I just I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where to start. What were you thinking?
Well, I mean, I personally have no way to really vote as I am in Virginia. Um,
Mm-hmm. Your mail-in ballot.
I could do that, but it's a little too late, unfortunately.
Mm.
But it's okay. But currently, uh, Joe Biden's in the lead. I just checked it about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not set in stone. I don't believe it ends for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let me bring this up. Is
Yeah,
that Mike Bloomberg, right?
yeah.
Appeared out of nowhere.
As.
I mean, I really yeah. So I had no clue who he was.
Mhm.
I, but if you didn't know any better, you think that this man is like an absolute front runner with the amount of exposure and ads that he's paying
Yeah,
for.
he has a huge. I see an ad probably like maybe 5 times a day, and that's like not even an
Mhm.
exaggeration. And they're good ads. They really talk about him being
Yeah.
the mayor of New York, owning a business,
And they're
and
a
like
lot more
building it.
well, how would you say it? Like they definitely attack a lot
Oh
more
yeah,
than any of the other candidates. He's
yeah,
going for it. I mean, he joins late. When you join this late, like you really have nothing else to lose.
right. And I believe because he joined so late, he automatically lost a few states. I think South Carolina, he doesn't even get to participate in the voting process for that. Um,
Just when you got that kind of money, that's what you
Yeah,
can
but so
do.
he's in there already kind of, and I checked it today and he has like 0 votes. But also it just barely begun. So who knows?
Yeah.
In my mind, I believe there's like 3 candidates. I believe there's
Hmm.
Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and then Bloomberg. I feel like are the 3 that are the most
Yeah.
likely.
It's basically just a ticking time until Warren drops.
Yeah, I mean it's any day now, frankly. I mean I'm
Hmm.
interested to kind of see where it goes. But
Is your Andrew Yang Math 2020 shirt still in the mail, or did it arrive yet?
it did arrive, but since he dropped out, I
Gotcha.
return to sender. No,
I got his hat with the We Them logo on it.
epic young.
Yeah. Epic young viewers,
Yeah.
epic young voters.
Unfortunately, he tried to get all the young voters, and the young voters went to Sanders anyways.
Yeah, that's what
um,
happens.
Also in modern news, obviously everyone talks about it daily, and everyone's scared of it.
Hmm.
The coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, as you saw this week, there's a few cases now in Florida, being
Florida.
the Tampa Bay area, which we're both from.
Yep.
So it's a little scary. I'm not going for spring break, are you?
I am going home. I'll make sure to wear my Bape mask.
Yeah,
Um,
are you worried at all? Like actually?
Frankly, not really. My immune system has generally been like pretty good, and then like
That's-
from what I've heard, it hasn't been too bad for uh people with a healthy immune system. It mainly targets
Yeah.
Now I don't want to be a part of the spreading, so I'm doing my best to prevent.
Hmm. I wonder how the airport's gonna be, Tampa specifically. I
Yeah.
wonder how if it's gonna be hectic or more.
Exactly. I mean, I'll let you know in like a week or
Yeah,
two.
yeah. The next episode, you have to let
But
us know.
yeah, I just saw it on Reddit. I saw this big map on like the local, like the national coronavirus like tracking thing,
Hmm.
and they used to, keep track of the number of cases per state, and
Yeah.
it has like a big map with all the different states highlighted. And but
Hmm.
just today they switched it and they stopped showing the number of cases, and it's just,
Growing that fast.
I guess so. So now it's just
Okay.
infected states are on there with no numbers.
Yeah. Tristan, you have to let us know in the chat what it's like, since you're actually in the area, if it's any different,
Yeah, I
because all
will.
we really have are, headlines.
So I was out to dinner with a couple of friends the other night, like Sunday, and we were kind of talking about the coronavirus. And someone mentioned to me, and I did look it up, and it seems about relatively factual, but Corona beer, their
Yes,
market
I saw this.
share is currently at an all-time low, which I think is
They,
really funny.
I guess, that I mean, I saw that basically their total sales for the last period are down 33%, which is like that's a really big chunk.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
St. Pete
like,
is Tampa Bay, Tristan.
but I think she says unfortunately because she's in the area is what.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But no, I think that's really funny, and it kind of I hate to feed into American stereotypes, but that's funny. I think it's kind of
Yeah.
ironic.
I mean, I was just talking to Bryce before this, and there's other things that are killing more Americans every day. It's at the end of the day, this is a virus.
Of course.
You know,
I mean,
Obviously those treat it like a flu season.
yeah,
Don't
you just need to
wash your hands.
be very cautious. I did see
Yeah.
too, related to it. Google has seen a huge, like, one of the most things searched recently is Corona beer virus, and I think that's really funny.
Yeah. It goes great with Lyme disease.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. I saw that the other day. I think that's funny too.
Yeah. Good man.
Another thing in modern news, especially in our era, Playlist Live. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Jake and I both big TikTok fans. Um,
Yeah, I'm a big TikTok fan. Some
and
of the videos of like the collaborations of all
yeah, it was
the
really.
talkers.
It's just so funny to see like, yeah, just like these two people that I had no idea like, and that really
Hmm.
shouldn't be meeting IRL are there meeting, making these cringy
Yeah.
videos together, and
The amount
I
of
love it.
dance collaborations that I saw with all these 16-year-olds is pretty cringy, pretty funny.
Yeah, I saw this one person filming from his hotel at Playlist Live, like down into
Hmm.
like the courtyard, and it was just like groups of two everywhere with like a phone
Renegading.
with a phone propped up against something dancing.
Oh man.
But
Yeah, it
yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
I mean, I just find it. I mean, it's interesting. Would you ever go to an event like that?
I don't see myself paying. There's not really any creators. Maybe, maybe like a few years ago when I was more bigger into watching YouTubers, I would have
Hmm.
maybe.
Yeah, I hear like
But I
TikTok
mean,
really took over Playlist Live this time
yeah,
around.
that's so. I mean, I guess there was a lot of great Viners too that I would have. It's just different. These TikTok may be the new Vine, and it probably will be bigger than Vine is ever or would have ever been. But
Hmm.
the people you follow are definitely a lot different.
And I definitely don't have like, I feel like a connection with
Yeah, yeah,
like
exactly.
back in the Vine days, there was like people on Vine I was like, man, like I wouldn't mind meeting those people,
Yeah,
right? But
exactly.
now it's like the thought of meeting like a TikToker is like, I'm okay.
Hmm.
Like I don't like, cool if I see it, I don't need to go to Playlist Live to meet anybody. I'm okay.
Yeah, and Josh, you should put up a picture on screen of who I told you I met on, or not met, but saw on Sunday.
Yeah.
Basically,
Let me.
for those familiar with Vine, I guess he was down here in South Florida after Playlist on Sunday because it was in Orlando. But I saw Jack Jelinski. It's one of the Jacks from the Viners, Jack and Jack. And I think they still make like I don't know music videos and stuff on their channel. But yeah, if you guys were ever on Vine, I'm sure you guys saw them.
There we
And
go.
I saw
There's
him
another
at a
picture.
Dunkin' Donuts with his lanyard on that said, I saw his name was Jack, and I think it even had I think it had the YouTube logo on it. I don't remember, but I saw him from the drive-thru. Yeah, I saw the blonde one on the right.
Yeah, the one on the right was the one. I
Yeah,
think
the
that's really
shrimp.
funny with bunch of ladies around him, big ladies
Yeah,
maybe.
and he was with like 7 girls, dude. All like they all looked like probably 16 years old too.
I
It's pretty
know. Well, I
funny.
mean, he also looks very young, to be fair,
Yeah.
but he's not, unfortunately. But yeah, but
So that
yeah,
was pretty funny.
Playlist Live. I couldn't see myself going to it. I think it was close to you, maybe.
Yeah, I mean
Jake's
it's
kind of in the
closer to me than
Miami
it is to you.
area. Um,
Yeah, I'm in South Florida. I think that was in Orlando, so that's probably a good 5 hours. It's not
right,
that
right.
far, but so
Speaking
yeah.
of online stuff and kind of
Mhm.
the popularity, my my kind of thing I do all the time, you as well. I play a lot of Smash Brothers, right?
Mhm. Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
Smash has been big things have been coming. Big things really
Yeah,
recently.
for sure.
Starting off with this Ultimate Online tournament that was
Mhm.
last week. I don't know if you're familiar with it,
Didn't pay too much attention to
but it
it.
was super big,
Mhm.
online only, which is like kind of gross if anybody's familiar with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's
Yeah.
kind of gross, but $20,000 to the winner,
Yeah.
which is like that's a lot of money, especially in like the
Mhm.
Smash scene. Like that, $20,000 is a lot. Like I know a lot
Yeah.
compared to other esports, it's not, but compared to Smash, like that's a lot of
For
money.
Smash, it's definitely pretty big, yeah.
And being it all
Which
online
makes this
was
even
interesting.
greater for, what you're
Yeah.
about to say next.
And in bigger news, which is honestly like made my week. When did it come out? I think it was
That would have
Sunday.
been on yeah, that was this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. But the Smash World Tour
Mhm. So, that's great for Melee
and
'cause,
Ultimate.
and Ultimate, yeah, it's great for both games. It's getting the proper treatment that, the series deserves because Nintendo won't give it to them.
I think it's super interesting how VG Bootcamp and SmashCon are the two people that are kind of creating this event. That they
Twitch
choose.
too, right?
I
Twitch is
think
a big
I think they're a big part of it also.
mhm.
But
Yeah.
they kind of went without Nintendo, without any Nintendo support, and created this circuit series type,
Mhm.
which is to kind of help grow the Smash scene into what it should be, into like a proper esport in general.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so the Smash World Tour is gonna show stuff like the biggest prize pool in Smash history,
Mhm. Which the players deserve too.
which absolutely. Now
I
I
mean, these
like
people make their lives. This is
yeah,
their actual, their life and their job.
you have top
And
10
they
players that literally work at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shouldn't happen. At
yeah,
least I don't
for
think,
sure.
because I mean it takes thousands and thousands of hours.
Mhm. To get to that level for sure.
Yeah, and so I think that's really helpful. How much was it again? Do you remember?
I was gonna s I was gonna say 250,000, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that is
But is
right.
it?
That is right.
That is it? Okay,
Two
yeah.
hundred and
So
fifty
250
thousand dollars, which is actually
that's a
insane.
lot.
If
Yeah,
for
that's great.
melee, especially I mean for melee slash ultimate, because um, obviously it's nowhere near Fortnite numbers, Dota numbers, League numbers, but
Mhm.
just to keep
This
in
is
mind,
community driven.
this
This
is
isn't developer driven.
there's we're not getting big checks from Nintendo to throw these tournaments like Counter Strike is from Valve, Fortnite is from Epic. Like none of that's coming. And
Mhm.
then two, the largest melee pot ever was sub $80,000.
Mhm.
So we're talking a ton more money. And
Yeah.
that's ever.
Literally triple.
Yeah.
No, more than that.
Yeah. That's ever. And
So,
now when I
yeah.
like the average melee pot is generally right around like $10,000.
Mhm.
So this is
For a big
crazy.
for a big event.
We're
Yeah.
talking huge events.
Mhm.
So I think this is really big. So kind of like the format of it is there's all these huge events all over the world, and judging on your placements in these events, you get to go to the one big grand event with the big prize, um,
Yeah.
which is cool.
And that's
I think
exactly
that's
right,
awesome.
Tristan. Facts only.
Only facts on the Jake and Josh
Fellow
podcast.
smasher there in the
Oh yeah. Speaking of Tristan Smash, I was doing some calculations for boys night. I'm sure everyone's familiar with most of it. So I run a little local online tournament. Tristan's on the come up, sitting right at like sixth seed.
Uh-huh.
out of like 12 people.
She hovering over Kyle?
Way. She's hovering over
Oh, man.
Austin. She's hovering over Derek. She's hovering over Nick. It's crazy. I'm
That's
super
awesome.
proud. Love to see new players kind of coming up.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Smash World Tour, I think that's going to do absolutely just incredible things.
Yeah.
Everybody
No, it's
hovers
cool.
over me.
For sure.
Kyle, don't say that.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to always, of course, remind chat that we're always open to questions.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything go on with you this week, Jake?
Oh, man, I mean, uh, as I've been into the gym lately.
I heard.
2020 specifically, I've been really focused on, just, like, gaining weight and putting on muscle. Because I stagnated most of 2018, I was really just stagnated, but, I can't wait to play Smash with you too, Tristan. Because we're gonna be a lot more even playing level.
Yeah.
But like I was gonna say, today I finally was able to hit a new PR for my bench press, which was 150 pounds.
Really?
It's
Dude, that's
it's not
insane.
as much as some of the big dudes in the gym, but for me, because I've been stuck
Dude,
for so long, so it was like a big breakthrough. I literally got up and hugged Bryce, like I
really?
was just that excited.
I
Yeah.
love that. That makes me so
So
excited.
yeah, so that was like that made my week because that's like
That's
I've
awesome.
been like pushing myself. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love to hear that. Bench
Hmm.
press, frankly, my hardest, uh, my weakest muscle group is
No,
the
yeah.
privates.
I mean,
So,
mine. I've kind of definitely like this year, like I neglected legs basically all of last year, and I've
hmm
been hitting legs like twice a week now. So my squat's getting better. I like a weird like muscle group like you don't think about is like your shoulders, and I've been
hmm
crushing that too.
good for
So yeah,
you.
I've been trying to get everything up.
Yeah,
Hmm.
honestly, 150 pounds just absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely
Yeah,
blows my mind.
yeah.
Um,
Considering how long I was stuck on like shoot, even just like 95, like I was stuck on that for so long, like my first year, like, and now I'm like almost doubled that.
yeah, that's crazy. I'm super
So
proud. I'm super proud. That's
thanks,
awesome.
dude. Yeah, that was like my breakthrough of the week of the month.
So, what did we talk about last week, Jake?
So last week we really went in depth about our high school because we just had so many like good stories, like just me and you,
hmm
but we did leave out like a key,
A big chunk,
yeah, a big chunk, and that was
a funny chunk.
our junior year. One of the classes we took together was digital imagery,
You are
and
correct.
surface level. The class was a lot of Photoshop basics, photo editing, altering, uh, but like so one of the cool things, similar to how we were both in the library, was that we could basically roam campus as we pleased
hmm
with our photo credentials.
Oh, I remember
And
those. I just thought of
yeah,
those.
there's some funny ones we took.
I
I got
actually,
plenty in the
I'm
parking lot.
I'm gonna pull some up on screen here. I have both,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
four. I forgot we had two websites each. I have all four websites pulled up.
Hmm.
Um, just so we could kind of like go through them a little bit.
Yeah, for
They're coming
sure.
up right now. Jake is gonna be slightly delayed because I don't have a direct way for him to see.
Yeah, I'm about 5 seconds, 5 or 6 seconds behind, so you guys might see
But
the photos same time I do, but
on screen, anybody who's listened to audio only, our apologies. We'll try to talk some stuff about it. But
hmm. So right
kind of,
now I can see, is this my website or yours?
this is your website. I
Okay,
will try to
so
make it a
yeah,
little bit bigger, but I don't
hmm.
want to block our
So
faces too much.
Command plus.
Yeah, I'll just make it a little bit bigger and block some faces. So this is your
Hmm.
website. This is your
Yes, I
WordPress.
mean, so one of the big things in this class for photos specifically was rule of thirds, where you place the subject matters for who's looking at the photo. But this is the kind of stuff that we'd be doing. We'd just be walking around, campus during class hours when nobody would be there, and we'd just be taking these stupid pictures of each other.
They're honestly
Like,
so silly.
yeah,
Like,
like you think back, like we were getting graded on taking a picture of you in front of a trash can.
right. And we were doing fine.
Yeah, and
Like,
some of this Photoshop too, like that we were doing is like
it's silly. I have
the
some really
most
good
absurd,
examples of
like
silly stuff.
heavy, yeah, heavy editing.
So, let's see. This is Jake's first website. Does this ring a bell?
I honestly forgot that I had a first
I
website up
did
until
too,
right now.
until I was looking through it
What's
before this
what's it called?
podcast. It's Jakeadoodle at Weebly instead of at
Oh,
WordPress. Because I remember I
oh,
had this big post on my website when I was looking through it for content today, and it said
I know this
I
is the
had
one that I remember, the
this
Weebly
big
one.
few paragraphs about how we switched from Weebly to WordPress, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, for
We
all the
got stuff going
viewers.
on. So this is Jake's beautiful logo. I'm gonna quickly Google mine real quick.
There should be a link
Um,
on the right side.
oh, you're right. Jake's got it going on. That's how I got to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Moho pork. I don't.
Yep.
I was kind of in the phase of,
Whoa.
man, random names are funny. Moho pork. This is kind of the beginning of it. So I thought I
Yeah.
was sick at Photoshop,
The Minecraft background. There's me and you in class. I can see on screen now.
Yeah, like this
Just
is
me and you
it's a
taking a.
work of art. Peak
Yeah,
edge
this is
me. I
definitely
know.
there's definitely some peak edge right there, dude. That kickflip.
Yeah, right? I'm epic. Um
Yeah,
so
it
yeah,
was
this
pretty
is
funny.
Jake and I. This was like the first week or so.
hmm
I still had braces. Called myself Rubik's Man.
Yeah. And so, yeah. So basically, we'd spend the first 10 minutes of class every day walking around taking photos for whatever guidelines he gave us, and then we'd come back and just Photoshop the crap out of it and upload it to our blog.
Now, when I say Photoshop, I mean poorly.
Yeah, it's more like adding filters. Probably Snapchat can do way more than what we were doing.
Oh, absolutely. Like I'm gonna
Rubik's,
see
yeah.
if I can just pull something up of some of our
Go to
Photoshop that I've done. Post
yeah.
processing maybe.
I think your
Um,
other website, there's some more there.
yeah, I frankly, you might be correct. I remember seeing one just the other day, but now I can't seem to find it. These are all my old. Yeah, this is some really low quality content, just for me to
Yeah. hmm
say. But
And we also there was an ongoing like gag between me and Josh called Battle of the Blogs,
yes, please explain that while I
where
find
where
some.
we had a third party email set up, and you could vote for whoever's website it was, and it would go right to our email. And it's just basically a few of our friends that we would tell to go vote that were doing it. We were acting like we had a lot of people looking at our website when in reality it was just me, you, and our teacher.
Yeah, we thought we had. Well, we definitely
You're
spammed
right.
the links to some people
Yeah.
around, but no one.
Yeah.
We weren't the modern day iCarly we thought we were,
Yeah. That's true.
But we
And
did have.
so one
Yeah, continue.
yeah, I was gonna say one of the big projects in this class was we had to create a short film,
Yes.
and the rules were basically it had to be under 3 minutes, 3 minutes or less. And I think ours is like 3 minutes and 1 second.
Yep.
And God, I don't remember if there's any. I mean, I had to use like edit. We had to edit it in some basic
Yeah.
way.
And Jake and I kind of we popped off. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, we popped off for sure.
No, so
Do you remember what our first blueprint was?
the
Playing possum.
playing possum. I was just talking to
Yeah.
my roommate today, and
hmm
I actually have a trailer,
Okay.
which I'm gonna show now, for
Yeah.
playing possum,
hmm
which got scrapped. I just want to say, but
Yeah, this was a scrap project.
we actually ended up just changing the title of the project and submitting it for a trailer anyways. So this
hmm
trailer you're about to see is absolutely no relevance to the actual short film we made. But I still
Yeah.
think it's really funny.
And keep in mind that this was all filmed at our high school in
Yes.
like a courtyard during when everybody's in class. So
Yeah. So
this is basically like the least amount of effort you could possibly put into something.
absolutely. So I'm gonna play
hmm
that now.
Yeah,
If anybody's listening on audio,
pull it up and watch it.
yeah, you should try to pull this up. So I'm gonna put it on
And
screen
the
right
links for
now.
these videos will be in the description below if you're watching on
Of
YouTube.
course. So it's gonna go full screen. You're gonna miss our faces, but our audio should still be there.
hmm
Okay, here we go. This is the trailer
For playing possum.
for playing Possum / Tricked-Fil-A.
hmm
Using the iMovie.
Yeah, this is using the iMovie. What do you call it? Template. God, yeah, we were pretty edgy, dude. We had the black and white. God. Yeah, the black and white really is peak trying to make something, more epic than it could ever be. Your shadow of you filming the cop car. God.
the poison water fountain.
Yeah. Some epic close-ups. I weighed 115 pounds probably.
I love that. So we definitely changed some of the titles around to make it make sense. At least
Oh man, yeah, I'm a little bit behind. But yeah, that was pretty cringe. Well, there was a common occurrence between the trailer and the actual movie itself, which was only merely a mention, but the trailer did mention a chicken sandwich.
which is huge. Now,
Yeah.
that was honestly beautiful. Every time I watch it, I kind of get goosebumps.
Yeah.
And before we show Tricked-Fil-A kind of coming up here soon, which is our featured film, let's kind of talk about
The
kind of what
splash
it
it made?
did, like kind of what
Yeah.
happened.
I mean, so this was for a grade, obviously, because this is for our class. But little did we know was that our teacher, Mr. Edwards, submitted this to the Pinellas County High School Film Festival. And so in class, he reveals that we got selected and they were going to play our movie on a
It was like a
big
theater.
screen.
It was like a theater.
Yeah, it's basically a theater in a local high school that was known for their arts program. So, this
Right.
was a big theater, the biggest showing. And they were just playing like, our movie and a few other students on loop.
Yeah.
So ours got shown. These movies were only 3 minutes or less. So ours got shown probably, 20, 30 times in the span of a few hours.
Oh yeah. Now, this movie what we're about to show, how it made it into the film festival sometimes blows my mind.
Yeah, this is we didn't win any money for that, but we got to the fact that I just remember, walking through the doors of the high school that it was being played at
Yeah.
and having people do you remember like there's people like, "Oh, were you guys in that movie?"
Honestly,
because they had been
celebrity.
watching it. Yeah. And we even had a poster with our thumbnail on it.
Yeah, it was I'm sure I still have that actually in like my high school stuff.
I got it somewhere.
So Jake and I trying to get it some exposure. I'll put the thumbnail up real quick
Yeah.
before we keep going. But to get exposure, Jake and I we posted it everywhere. Now we're like short film Facebook groups on Reddit. All of our friends we made
Spamming
watch
Viners.
it all the time. Officer Daniels from Vine, right? So kind of this is like the comment section. Which has a lot of funny comments, like right here. The drivers don't slow down at speed bumps. The drivers don't stop at stop signs.
We'll definitely annotate or commentate rather when we show it because there is a lot of funny like little behind the scenes stuff that we were doing.
And especially
it's good to mention.
Yeah, continue.
I was just gonna say it's good to mention that you did work at Chick-Fil-A where this was filmed. I think you had a fresh job junior year of high school.
I was.
So that's how we had a little in to film in there.
Yeah. So here's Trick-Fil-A. I'm gonna turn the volume down because there's a lot of important things to kind of mention.
The first video, the audio didn't play in the podcast. Or no, excuse me, never mind. I don't have it playing. Excuse me what I said. Go ahead and let it rip.
Okay. I do wanna. There's a funny continuity error I just want to mention before we even begin.
Yep.
Pay attention to my haircut between the first scene and like the second scene. They literally cuts in and out a few times. I think it's beautiful. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Of course, the same intro.
Yeah, the Pokemon music. Oh, it is the same.
And then long hair, cut long hair.
Yep.
I just started working here too. I'm surprised I had the
courage
to do this.
After school. Yeah. The sandwich thief. Some of these shots are actually pretty funny. Just.
And that parking lot squeaked all the time, so most of the tire noises are actually not edited.
Yeah.
The car noises might have been.
Yeah, we made sure you had like your Ferrari rev noise when you started yours. And then we had to play me turning my car to the lot at 3 times speed because I got stuck in shift.
So keep in mind this little car chase scene. We're driving over grass, everything. This is sped up like 200%.
This is in my neighborhood, and this is played more than 200% because I love the shot of us going on the corner. We had my girlfriend in the passenger seat, and I'm
Yeah.
standing at a street corner. But yeah, this is played more than twice the speed because obviously we want to make it look like an epic car scene. Some of the viewers and people that watched it didn't understand that.
Yeah. Now every time I watch back, I always regret how long this car chase was.
Yeah, this is
It's
definitely the
so
biggest flaw in the movie. The fact that people had to sit in the theater and watch a good minute and 10 seconds of a car chase scene.
A car literally just driving down the road.
Yeah,
The first person
Heights
shots are
neighborhood.
epic.
Yeah.
I was
shout out to
cramping
Liz
during there
Cummings.
right there. I was cramping.
Yeah, Josh running, we had to like take a good 2-minute break because that little 20-foot sprint, took the wind out of him. That's the best shot. Yeah, exactly. Josh actually was running track back here, or back then, so I'm not really sure why he was so out of shape. Some good editing right there at the slide.
Here's a little good continuity error of me hitting my steering wheel in the gas station. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cuts to rally.
And then it cuts right back to the neighborhood. He sees the car.
Yeah, the steering wheel hit Kyle is definitely like one of the best shots in the whole thing. Just the pure like desperation that shows. And then you also right here in front of my house, you park your car the other way
I know.
that you pulled up from. Oh
Now,
man,
this
this house has some funny high school memories.
this exit little clip right here, our teacher did not like. That not everyone can be a hero.
Yeah,
He was not a fan of.
He wasn't a fan, but honestly, like I'm
I
not sure how
loved
else
it
you end it
anyways.
besides just a fade to black.
I loved it anyways.
We also had like the GTA like wasted
Yeah.
thing at one point too.
Honestly,
But yeah, so that
a blast.
yeah, we ended up winning, the Nellis County Film Festival for our age group.
Somehow for that. And like especially now, all the time on Reddit and like Twitter and everything, I'll see these short films made by high schoolers.
Mhm.
And they're insane. Our district
Yeah,
must have
no.
been really rough that year.
What-
It must have been
I
really
mean,
bad.
it's like not to sound, like a boomer, but the technology that they have now compared to when
Yeah.
we were doing this 5 years ago is like, we could have done way far better and greater things on our phone than what we could do in iMovie, back in high school.
No, for sure. And I remember even afterwards, kind of before we even went to college, like the summer before, we've even considered doing a little sequel with some professional camera work and
Yeah, I
professional
mean, it's not off
cameramen.
the
If you
table.
remember, who knows? There could be a Tricked-Fil-A sequel in the
Yeah,
future.
it's not off the table.
Keep an eye out. But like I said, we spammed that to everyone, and we ended. I think I just checked. We have like over 790 views.
And it's not even the most viewed video on that channel either.
Is it not?
There's a joint crack compilation that me and you have from like our sophomore year of high school
I
of us
remember.
cracking each other's knuckles in class.
Yeah. So
So yeah, that's a good meme, dude.
yeah, honestly, I just think that's something we definitely wanted to share last week. Just didn't have the time, and I'm glad we got to share it here
Yeah.
today.
And exactly, Kyle, that's definitely on a to-do list. If you guys don't know, Kyle's a great photographer
Yeah.
and
So
friend of ours.
so hopefully we'll get to talk more about Kyle, especially when I move kind of home for full time. We'll have plenty of time to shoot the sequel to one of the greatest short films
Yeah,
ever made.
exactly. Yeah, maybe it'll be longer than 3 minutes. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a full-length film. But don't
Yeah.
forget to check the links in the description. Down in there, you'll find links to Trick-Fil-A, the trailer, and of course
Mhm.
all of our social medias.
Yeah, make sure you follow our Instagram at Jake and Josh Fridays on Instagram.
Yeah, that's
That's how
where
you're gonna be kept up with, when we're shooting, when we're recording, when the videos are uploaded.
Yeah, so make sure to follow us on there and keep us updated. Thank you guys for coming out today. I know today was a little bit
Yeah.
shorter, a little bit more simple. Next week we will have
Yeah.
guests on.
Mhm.
But thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Tristan. Huge fan. Appreciate it.